Here I came to ask for a raise, and now I was being told to keep working for nothing. Rich Dad tapped me on my head again and said, "Use this. Now out of here and get back to work." Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Tracy Achiem and I'm so pleased to have you here. We are reading the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and we're getting to find the financial intelligence tips from the book. I'm so pleased to have you here, and I hope you guys have watched the previous video. If you haven't, kindly subscribe here, and you can go to Achi_Rise, my profile, and watch my previous videos too. And kindly consider liking the videos and sharing them as we learn financial intelligence here. So Mike and Robert Kiyosaki are working for Robert Kiyosaki's dad. For Mike's dad, who is the rich dad, Robert Kiyosaki's dad is a poor dad, and they went to him wanting to know how to make money, because in school the two boys they were the poor boys. Why? Because they did not own fancy stuff like other kids did, and they unfortunately were in the same school with children from the third class, the wealthy class. Wealthy in quote, because you might be wealthy, you might be rich, but you're not wealthy, and you need to understand the difference between rich and wealthy. So after working for about 3 weeks, on the 4th week, Robert Kiyosaki is sad, annoyed. His dad also tells him to go ask for a raise or he quits his job, because working for 10 cents an hour is not worth it. It's only enough for maybe buying comic books, and he misses his Saturday softball games. So he's so mad, he's going to talk to Mike's dad, the rich dad, to ask him for a raise. Then Mike's dad, the rich dad, tells him how different people behave when life pushes them around. That was discussed in the previous videos, so you can go back and watch them. And then I'll link them here, by the way. And then there is then after a lot of arguing, Robert Kiyosaki finally gets to understand why rich dad is paying them 10 cents an hour. So once they get into the same thinking, or once rich dad tries to tell Robert what exactly he is doing, tries to explain to him, elaborate to him, he now offers him to teach him how to make money, but without a pay. So they are going to work for him every Saturday, but without pay. Let's get into reading and see what exactly and why exactly rich dad is doing this to Mike and Robert. So lesson 1: the rich don't work for money. I didn't tell my poor dad I wasn't being paid. He will not have understood, and I did not want to try to explain something that I did not yet understand myself. For 3 more weeks, Mike and I worked for 3 hours every Saturday for nothing. The work didn't bother me, and the routine got easier. It was the missed baseball games and not being able to afford to buy a few comic books that got to me. Rich Dad stopped by at noon on the 3rd week. We had his truck pull up in the parking lot and sputter when the engine went off. He entered the store and greeted Mrs. Martin with a hug. After finding out how things were going in the store, he reached into the ice cream freezer, pulled out 2 bars, paid for them, and signaled to me and Mike, "Let's go for a walk, boys." So he's going to tell them a few tips. He's going to give them a few tips, and kindly make sure you notice whatever rich dad is telling the 2 9-year-old boys. I'm sorry, I'm a little sick. Yeah. Sorry about it. I'm also sorry about the background noise. Just a minute, please. So let's go for a walk, boys, he tells them. We crossed the street, dodging a few cars, and walked across a large grassy field where a few adults were playing softball. Sitting down at a remote picnic table, he handed Mike and me ice cream bars. How's it going, boys? He asked. Oh, Mike said, and I nodded in agreement. Learning anything yet? Rich Dad asked. Mike and I looked at each other, shrugged our shoulders, and shook our heads in unison, avoiding one of life's biggest traps. Well, you boys had better start thinking. You staring at one of life's biggest lessons. If you learn the lesson, you'll enjoy a life of great freedom and security. If you don't learn the lesson, you'll wind up like Mrs. Martin and most of the people playing softball in this park. They work very hard for little money, cling to the illusion of job security, looking forward to a 3-week vacation each year and a skimpy pension after 40 years of work. If that excites you, I'll give you a raise to 25 cents an hour. But these are good, hardworking people. Are you making fun of them? I demanded. A smile came over Rich Dad's face. Sorry about the background noise. Miss Martin is like a mother to me. I'll never be that cruel. I may sound cruel because I'm doing my best to point something out to the two of you. I want to expand the point of view so you can see something. Something most people never have the benefits of seeing because of their vision is too narrow. Most people never see the trap they are in. Mike and I sat there uncertain of his message. He sounded cruel, yet we could sense that he was desperately wanting us to know something. So Mrs. Martin and the others playing softball work very hard for very little money, but they are kept into that job because of the illusion of job security. They don't want to try for more. Because of something called fear. And that's what Rich Dad wants Mike and Robert to learn. So let's continue reading as we see what else Rich Dad has in store for Robert and Mike. And kindly, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing and like the video so that it reaches more people, and you can share it too to your friends via links, via everything. Let's get this channel going from 24 subscribers to over 1 million subscribers, and also let's get to learn financial intelligence. Let's learn personal development. Let's become better people in the society. Thank you so much to few subscribers. I really appreciate you. This is my first time and I'm just getting started, and I hope to see us grow this channel. I hope to see this channel become a testimony that yes, school did not teach us everything we ought to have known, but just a few important skills, missing out the most important ones. So let's get back into reading as we get to learn more. Thank you. With a smile, Rich Dad said, "Doesn't that 25 cents an hour sound good? Doesn't it make your heart beat a little faster?" I shook my head no, but really it did. 25 cents an hour will be big bucks to me. Oh, I'll pay you $1 an hour, Rich Dad said, with a slight grin. No, my heart was beginning to race. My brain was screaming, take it. I could not believe what I was hearing. Still, I said nothing. So Rich Dad continues, okay, $2 an hour. With my little 9-year-old brain and heart My little 9-year-old brain and heart nearly exploded. After all, it was 1956 and being paid $2 an hour would have made me the richest kid in the world. I couldn't imagine earning that kind of money. I wanted to say yes, I wanted to take the deal. I could see a new bicycle, a new baseball glove, and adoration of my friends when I flashed some cash. On top of that, Jimmy and his rich friends could never call me poor again. But somehow my mind stayed silent. Maybe my brain had overheated and blown a fuse. But deep down, Buddy wanted the $2 an hour. Sincerely. The ice cream had melted and running down my hand. The ice cream stick was empty. Under it was sticky mass of vanilla and chocolate that ants were enjoying. Which that was even the two boys staring back at him. Eyes wide open and brains empty. He knew he was testing us, and he knew there was a part of our emotions that wanted to check the deal. He knew that each human has a weakness and any part of the soul that could be put. And he knew that each human being also had part of the soul that was strong and filled with the wisdom that could never be bought. It was only a question of which one was stronger. He had tested thousands of souls in his life. He tested souls every time he interviewed someone for a job. Okay, $5 an hour. Suddenly, there was silence from inside me. Something had changed. The offer was too big and had gotten ridiculous. Not too many grown-ups in 1956 made more than $5 an hour. The temptation disappeared and a calm set in. Slowly, I turned to my left to look at Mike. He looked back at me. The part of my soul that was weak and needy was silenced. The part of me that had no price took over. There was a calm uncertainty about money that entered my brain and my soul. I knew Mike had gotten the point also. Good. And by the pattern is then set. What pattern? I asked. The pattern of get up, go to work, pay bills, get up, go to work, pay bills, get up, go to work, pay bills. Their lives are then run forever by two emotions, fear and greed. Offer them more money, they continue the cycle by also increasing the spending. This is what I call the rat race. Is there another way? Sorry, I'm sick. There is another way? Mike asked. Yes, said Rich Dad slowly, but only a few find it. And what is that way? Mike asked. That's what I hope you boys will find out as you work and study with me. That is why I took away all forms of pay. Any hints? Mike asked. We're kind of tired of working hard, especially for nothing. Sure. Well, the first step is telling the truth, Rich Dad said. We haven't been lying, I said. I didn't say you were lying. I said, tell the truth. Rich Dad came back. The truth about what? I asked. How you're feeling? The Rich Dad said. You don't have to say it to anyone else, just yourself. You mean the people in this park, those who work for you? Miss Martin, they don't do that? I asked. I doubt it, said Rich Dad. Instead, they feel the fear of not having money. Instead of confronting the fear, they react instead of think. They react emotionally instead of using their hands. Rich Dad said, tapping on our heads. Then they get a few bucks in their hand, and again the emotion of joy and desire takes greed, and greed take over. And again they react instead of think. So their emotions do their thinking. Mike said. That's correct, said Rich Dad. Instead of telling the truth about how they feel, they react to it. That's enough for today. So there is a cycle here called the rat race. We had talked about it in previous videos, and this is another rat race. The previous rat race was go to school, get good grades, get to college, find a safe, secure job, That's it. Then there's this rat race of today that go to work, pay bills, go to work, pay bills, go to work, pay bills, go to work, pay bills. Are you stuck in the rat race and you probably want to free yourself from that? The rich don't work for money, only the poor and the middle class do. The rich have money work for them. So are you rich yet, or are you thinking you are rich? It's okay to think you are rich. I also think I'm rich, but I'm still working for money. But I need to have money work for me. I'm working so hard to have money work for me. And I might not be the best person to teach financial intelligence, but the fact that I'm actually doing it motivates me to do it, because I know that small steps, a few steps, one step at a time, we get there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Till next time again, guys. Goodbye. Thank you.